Hey Flosstube. So it is February 25th and clearly I have done an awful job at keeping up with starting to record these again. I thought I was going to do it monthly or at least bi-monthly, and it's turned into 5 months later, so even like quarterly didn't happen. But so grab a drink. I've got a beer, obviously, and we're gonna figure out if I can remember how to do these again. So we're gonna start with some finishes. We're gonna go into whips and then do starts. I only have 2 projects that were in my whip parade that I actually wound up working on that are still whips. I have a couple of finishes from my whip parade last time. So we'll see how this goes. First one is from Satsuma Street. It is called Candy Claws, and it is this little ornament. And it was just a little kit. I thought he was cute. I wanted something small to be able to work on the couch. And also, a couple friends and I decided to do an ornament stitch along for Christmas last year. And I don't know if anybody else, I don't know if the other 2 ever did theirs. I doubt one of them did. I think the other one did, but didn't. I don't know. Am I the only one that finished one? I'll have to ask them. Anyway, so that's Candy Claws by Satsuma Street. The second one is from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And this one is Gingerbread Fox Snow Globe. So these are both done on perforated paper. I thought this one was really cute. They did have 4 of these that they released as a stitch along, but I thought the fox was the cutest. The next one is also a start since the last time I recorded. And this one is also from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and this one is actually FFO'd as well because I had it sitting on my desk. So it's pumpkin spice. So it says pumpkin spice and everything nice. I finished it as a bifold standing whatever. It was my first time doing this type of finish and I enjoyed it, but I wasn't that great at it. I probably should have listened to the instructions more and not tried to cheat and use hot glue, because now there's hot glue everywhere. But I thought the fabric was really cute and I thought it just worked. I wound up stitching this on a 32 count linen in sampler gold from Color and Cotton, and used some hand-dyeds that I just happened to have in stash. So I don't remember what any of those are. Next finish is not a new start. This one, I think I actually started in 2015, 14. I'll put it on the screen when I started it. But that is by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and this is on a 32 count Lugana in Storm, and it's Stories Time Sampler. I can't see the screen because I'm recording on my phone, so hopefully that has all of it in it. And I think I talked about this in my last video as well, that I changed out some of the blocks. So this, I think the Sword in the Stone, and then I know this one were actually from the Happily Ever After by Frosted Pumpkin. I didn't like those blocks, so I just traded them out. And I think they look all right. This was a stitch along that I was doing with a friend of mine at the time. So that's done, and it holds some bad memories for me, so it's just kind of like gonna go in a box and it's never gonna get fully finished because I kind of don't want these memories around. It makes me sad. So I finished it just to say it was finished, and then it went in this cabinet back here, and I haven't seen it since. My next finish was a start that I think I started like right after my last video. This is Nora by Nora Corbett, and it is stitched on a 32 linen in Tempest by Hand Dyed by Steph. Hopefully that is completely on screen. I did this in like a week, I think. Stitched it with the anchor black, so the black is a little thicker. I really enjoyed this one, guys. I saw it probably about a year or so ago. I was at a cross-stitch meetup, and one of the ladies was stitching. She was starting this, actually, and I loved it. So I bought it and the companion piece. Got this one finished, so. That's Nora by Nora Corbett. And my last finish is a big one. Guys, I finally finished Blue Dragon. I'll put the dates of when I started and finished him up on the screen because, of course, I can't remember. But it was forever ago. And the only reason why I got this finished is because I got a new tablet and I started using Pattern Keeper. And so that just made it go 10 times faster because it was a lot easier to find the stitches when I was doing parking, and it just went so fast. So I'll put, anyway, here it is finished. So Mini Blue Dragon by Heaven and Earth. I think the artist is Kaomi Harari Kaomi. I'm sorry, I'll put it up on the screen. But Mini Blue Dragon. But he's done, which is good because I will never do another full coverage like this probably ever again. I decided I don't like full coverage like this, and I'm not a huge fan of parking like this, and it's just not going to happen again. So he will get framed, he will go somewhere, and then I will never do another Haid. At least as a cross stitch. I really did enjoy my Heaven and Earth Designs diamond paintings. They're rolled up. Maybe I'll show them to you in the next video. But I really enjoyed those. I did 2 of them. I did Snow White, and I did Waiting. Anyway, so whips that are holdovers from last video. First one is Flowers of the Holy Night by Glendon Place, and here it is finished. And then here's what it looked like the last time I showed it to you. So I did work on this one a little around Christmas time. This one is stitched on kind of like my favorite generic fabric. It's a 28 count linen in white opal from Zweigart. And so that's how far I got. As you saw, I kind of only had this one done. Not even done. Like the dark red, not even the inside was filled in. So I did get a little bit of that one done. Like I said, I haven't been doing. I said I didn't get a ton done, but look at how many finishes I have. Oh, clearly I got something done. Next one that's a holdover from last time is Primavera by Satsuma Street. Here's what it looks like finished. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And that is about what it looked like until Wednesday of this week too, because this is the first time I've picked it up. So it is back on my Q-snap. So I finished this butterfly, finished some more of the border, and then did this cat in the house. I really do enjoy these patterns. I've done the winter one, which I can't remember the name of. This is the spring, and then I also have the fall, and I guess I should start the summer. But I really like these. They're quick and easy. I just like Satsuma Street. They're nice to stitch. So now we're going to go on to whips that are actually new starts since the last time I recorded. And so the first one is Claire by Nora Corbett, and this is what it looks like finished. And so this is the other half of the Bewitching Pixie set. So this is the sister companion piece to Evanora, which I finished, and I'm actually doing it on the same fabric. So there's that one. And so that's kind of like her chin, neck, and like she's got like a frilly, spiky shoulder piece. I'm honestly second guessing what fabric this is because I wrote down 28 count linen in Tempest by Hand Dyed by Steph for this one and wrote 32 for Evanora. So I don't know if it's 32 or 28, but looking at it, it might be 32. So that's Claire. I started this one pretty much immediately after I started Evanora and then lost the stitchy bug and put it down and just haven't picked it back up. I'll probably pick it back up closer to later in the summer or early fall. So my next one is Otono by Satsuma Street. Here's what it looks like finished. And as you can see, that is the fall piece of those seasons blocks, and that's how far I've gotten. This is, of course, my go-to fabric, 28 count linen, white opal by Swagart. So I didn't get much done on that one. I have a tendency to only want to work on these when it's that season or close to that season. Like right now, I'm working on the spring, but it's technically still fall here. But tell that to the Tennessee weather because it was 80 degrees this week. We had to turn on the air conditioning earlier this week. So I'll probably work on that one late summer, early fall, just because that's when I want to work on fall pieces. Next up is another fall piece, and this one is Hocus Pocus by Prairie Schooler, and here's what it looks like finished. And so I got this much done last fall. This is being stitched on a 32 count linen in Heartland by Picture This Plus. Using some hand dyes, but of course I didn't bother to write them in my notes, so I don't know what they are. I think the black is Weeks. I think this white creamy color is Weeks. I think that orange is Gentle Arts. I can't remember, but they're all hand dyes, except for I think this kind of like taupey gray color. Yep, I've really liked that one for years, and it never felt like my style because I always seem to go for like the more, like the fancy ladies or sometimes the more cutesy stuff. But I don't know, I was just in a mood to start that one even though it was more, I don't know, it's not really prim, but it's not my typical style. But I'm enjoying it when I'm stitching on it, which is not right now because it's not fall. Okay. Next one, I actually started, I think, like the day I recorded my video or the next day. This one is Dress Up Jasmine by Brooks Books. It's part of her like Dress Up Princess series. Here's what it looks like finished. And then this is where I am. Really like this one. I like the colors, even though it's not like Jasmine's, like, you know, Princess Jasmine from Disney, Aladdin colors. I really like it, and I've always liked the style of this veil, the headpiece. I thought it was pretty. So, there's that one. Next up is, did I say what fabric this was? I don't remember if I said this fabric. It's 32 count Lemonade by Color and Cotton. Next up is a really small start. I haven't gotten much done on it. This is another chatelaine because I need more chatelaines that are unfinished in my life. But this one's smaller. This one is beaded toadstool tile, I think is the full name of it. I just wrote beaded toadstool in my notes. From Chatelaine, and this is of course on my obligatory 28 white opal. And so that's how far I've gotten. So my last whip is actually the one that's gotten the most attention out of all of these starts and all of the whips. It's gotten the most. So this one is my first Bella Filipina, because I wanted a new lady and I wanted to do not a Mirabilia Mirabilia or Nora Corbett, I really wanted to try a Bella Filipina. This is what it looks like finished. And I loved this one when I first saw it, but I was kind of about starting it because I didn't like her wings. I didn't like her wings because they are way too small for her body. And also they are done with a strand of blending filament in sections where you can like see her hair through her wings because they're more like transparent. And I hate blending filament, guys. Blending filament sucks. So I was scrolling through Instagram, and I guess I must have searched for her on Instagram, and fucking hiccups, found somebody who did a conversion on this and took out her wings. And so I did the same. And so again, here's what she looks like finished. But this is what mine looks like when I took out her wings. So I just extended her hair to make it really long. And I think she's gorgeous. And this is stitched on a 28 count linen from Picture This Plus in Haunted, if I didn't say that already. And so that's Maria. And I just think it's so gorgeous with the long hair and no wings, because I didn't like her wings are way too small. She would never be able to fly. Why have wings? And then that blending filament. I tried it. I started it. I was like, oh, I'll get over it. And because I messaged the person who did the conversion to ask, like, did you use another chart to chart this? Did you what did you do for this? And I'll put that person's Instagram handle up on the screen because they do a lot of Bella Filipinas and they're gorgeous. But I didn't hear back from them, so I started doing it with the blending filament and was like, nope, I will just figure this out. So like I brought up their picture for reference and went off of that to help me figure out how to chart it, and then sat there with Wind Stitch and like figured out how I was gonna do it. But that's all of my finishes, whips, and starts. I don't have any plans to start anything new. I don't think. I do want to do, there's a smalls exchange at StitchCon. And I want to figure out something to take to that. I might do a Biscornu or like a stitching wallet. I'm not sure yet. I am going to Weekend A. So if anybody else is going to Weekend A and needs a table to sit at, let me know. I'm going with Tara C. If you guys remember Tara C. But she's going with me. So if you need somebody to hang out with, Weekend A, just, make sure you remember I have a potty mouth and I plan on bringing wine because we're driving up to Cincinnati. So we're going to be drinking wine and I have a potty mouth and I don't plan on censoring it. So if that's a problem for you, you might not want to sit at my table. I need to find some like-minded people for us to sit with, but we'll figure it out. Like I said, I don't have any plans to start anything new other than maybe a small for that, but you never know because I've started watching some videos again because I got really excited. Was anybody else, first off, shocked and super fucking excited when Carolyn uploaded again for the first time? I found out from Tara C, she was like, oh, so-and-so started watching videos again, and apparently the old crew is coming back because Carolyn came back. And I was like, oh my God, what? So I watched her newest videos the next day because I was so excited to see her. It's really lovely to see her back and doing so well. I am going to call it quits because this probably sucks and it might not even upload it. But if I do, I guess I'll see you whenever I get around to recording again. So everybody have a great weekend and I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is. Bye. I don't know why I bother. Why do I bother? Why do I bother? Oh, fuck me. If I can remember if there is a next time, because I suck. Oh, son of a bitch. keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. And if I did, well then, I'll just cut this out when I edit the video because I suck so fucking much. Where's prairie schooler? Fucking hiccups. God damn it.